Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Tuesday the 28th of February. So last day of the month. Let's just have a look at the data coming out today. So 28th of February there. We've got, we've had the Bank of Japan governors designate speaking. We've got GDP for Canada. It's generally low movement on that. We've got the US consumer confidence later at 3 o'clock. So not a great deal of market moving data there, but we'll see how things develop. But for now, let's go and have a look at the technicals, and we'll start off looking at the euro dollar as always, and we're just dropping off. You can see the trends continuing. Yesterday it went quite counter, ran into its 4-hourly 34 and then rolled back again. Now I'm starting to question whether we're going to see a rally from where we're sitting, or a bit more of a movement up. It doesn't look very much on this time frame at the moment, but what we're seeing below this time frame is questioning things here a little bit more. We have seen a little higher low coming through in the end yesterday, pushing through its daily pivot there, coming back, testing today's pivot, but it's all over that at the moment. Now it just looks like it's finished this trend at the moment, but I guess the real tester here is if it breaks the 106 sort of 20 area, somewhere in that region. This prior high here will give us a bit more idea. I'm not keen to rush into it. It's a funny market at the moment. It's at that sort of early cross. It might be that I just leave them for this morning. The pound, similar situation. This is the hourly. Let's just go through the dailies. Solid up day yesterday. Really solid up day there. It's broken this sort of intermediate term trend line, and well, it's the other side of its weekly at the moment. And if you look at the we're just coming down now. Temptation is to buy if it bounces off of this area. Always looking for the bounce first, so never looking to buy it on the pivot, just as yesterday didn't sell into it. Just waited for it to turn around before I sold it and then got stopped. But we'll see what happens here. But as I say, they're just on that sort of brink of, well, we've had all the good news out for the US. Maybe there's not a lot coming out. Is this going to be where we turn back? There's still very strong talk in European circles of further increases and having to continue with those. So maybe we'll see more of a move here. Now the dollar yen continued to push up, so the yen's still soft here. It's not following the suits of the others. I was looking for I'll bring that back. Was looking for it to test its weekly pivot yesterday. It just didn't happen. And you can see it's just not wanting to play ball. It has gone through its daily in R1 this morning though, and it's probably got some divergence over there. So nothing there for me. Aussie dollar. Aussie seems to be the weakest this morning. It's selling off pretty strongly. Hasn't even got back to its weekly pivot at this stage. It had got through to its daily here, and it's looking pretty close to its S1. It just does look like a soft market at the moment with the Aussie. So the Aussie remains soft, but I haven't necessarily got an entry straight away with the low so close to where we are. So a bit of a struggle this morning, but we get that sometimes, and it is, as I say, it is the potential change of the direction on some of these markets that I'm just seeing maybe the starting point of. So the US dollar CAD, well, this still seems softish. The commodity markets then really showing the softness here. It just looks like it could break back up and continue back up in this trend here, but it's quite slow and ugly how it went. It went certainly to the downside yesterday, with a lower high coming through there. In the afternoon, cleared and off it's gone. Looking quite iffy where it is at the moment, and too iffy for me to be trading. Usual suspects were the euro yen. I was looking at this a short while ago thinking, well, that might be a good setup, and then it's put this massive candle in here. We've just it's just spoilt the pattern in terms of what was there, but we'll see. It might still set up for me, but it's already gone, and it's gone, and it's gone, and it's pretty much going. And now it, as I say, might still set up as something post 8 o'clock, but there's a shame on that one. Gone early. Euro Aussie, a lot of these, the Euro's picking up a little bit better than, but already through its R1. Probability of it hitting the R2 is a bit better today. We'll see what happens later. We've got around about 60% chance of that being hit, so there's the Euro Aussie has some potential. Just Euro CAD, this should be also pushing up, but not looking quite so bullish here. Not quite so bullish. Okay, so there's not too much immediate. I'm going to watch the euro and see what it does there. See if it can just come back and just catch that. Sorry, I'll come back to dailies here. Sorry, if it can break off from here on the euro. It's the pound that I was also looking at, but that really needs to tap its pivot before I'm interested in the long side of that. Although it's quite a perfect little flag there. Okay, so not a great deal in currencies. Morning, guys. So not a great deal there. Obviously, would like to see more indices. Gold still coming off here. Gold still looks soft, and this all fits with Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar being off. You just see it right away across the board there. So just bearish on gold at the moment. There's nothing. It's not even the signs. The euro's got the signs of a turn, potentially. The pound has. Haven't got one with gold. Oil. This has been toing and throwing somewhat yesterday. Well, it ended up as a down day in the end, but it was starting to look, just come down here, it's started to look much more bullish, but that's why I don't trade it until the afternoons. There you go, a 2 o'clock bar, the real bar just dived, didn't show any signs of a continuation there. Sorry, that was Friday's. Beg pardon, I was looking there yesterday. There you go. But anyway, 2 o'clock bar just sold off. I thought that looked odd for yesterday. Anyway, didn't continue this sort of move that we've seen there. It ran in the morning, and that was it. It sold off. And this is the risk you always take. You trade Western Texas too early. Right, that's why I always leave it to the afternoon. Miss a few opportunities, but it's better overall. Looking at the equity markets very quickly then, CSI 300 still dithering around this area. To me, it's okay. It's finally put something in terms of finding a bit of support off the 50. I mentioned it yesterday. Well, it's done that. It needs to do something more to get any fizz and push upwards. The Nikkei is slightly up on the day, but still looking ugly, and still to me looking, well, ugly. Nifty 50, we've seen this coming off and off, and it's not doing any different here. Still selling off. They always sell to the downside. What a term I was using then. S&Ps, well, similar situation here. It looks like, oh no, it's because I clicked on the, hang on, what happened there then? It took me back to the Nifty 50. That's better. S&Ps again looking soft at the moment. This rhetoric and regarding hawkish and more rates and holding rates up longer is having its effect on the US equities here. Now things might change a little bit. I've heard a very little rumour that Tesla are doing a report and they got something special coming out, but just a rumour. Anyway, wonder how much that will affect the markets anyway, dragging up. But Dow Jones here still looking pretty bearish, and that as is the Nasdaq at the moment. So all looking pretty soft. DAX just not going anywhere really over the last most of the month really. It's just been a flat old month for the DAX, and the FTSE, well, it's struggling. It had a reasonable start, but it's just consolidating, no real direction. On that cheerful note then, as I always finish off on such a cheerful note, I wish you a great day's trading, and I'll catch you later. Bye for now.